Happy Wednesday and welcome back to Tisha Talks Live at 4:45. This is being broadcast off of Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you are watching. Welcome. And if you are watching this live or even catching the replay, make sure you drop us a comment, say hello, say where you're from, and ask any questions that you've got. Mary Fain Brandt is my special guest for today, and Mary and I are diving into her 3C method: connect, cultivate, and convert. Mary, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me. Okay, that is a new intro. I love it. It's unique. I really, really like it. So high five for creating such a branded intro too, may I say.
Oh, the whole animated Tisha, I love that. I love it. It's different. I've had people that are like, you probably should use something a little more professional. And I'm like, we're talking branding here. I know. I'm like,
I feel like it was an intro to a TV show. I was like, wait, let me grab my popcorn. I felt like, are we going back to like Bewitched? Or, I kind of felt like it was like a throwback kind of with the new classic take.
Yeah.
So I really felt like, oh my gosh, it's a new episode. Let me grab my popcorn.
Yeah, grab your popcorn. This is going to be one fun episode. Mary is a good friend of mine that moved from San Diego and now is in Arizona. For all you Arizona peeps, she's a great person to connect with. And I just want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of the show, the Mighty PC. So if you are looking for a new computer for your business, you're looking to save some money, then definitely check out themightypc.com and Ken Chan, tell him I sent you. All right, Mary, today we're talking about the 3C method. And I really, really love this because you have made it so simple in terms of explaining to people how you go about creating those connections. So can you tell us a little bit about, the 3C method in your words, like why use this method?
Well, last year, there's a little thing happened called the pandemic, and everyone decided, oh my gosh, how am I going to reach my clients? Oh, I'm going to go to LinkedIn, right? So everybody jumped on LinkedIn and we saw a lot of chaos, right, Tisha? Did we not see chaos and spam messages and sales messages and join my team and, oh my God, your website sucks. Let me help it. It was a mess. And going through that, being a LinkedIn person, a LinkedIn trainer, at first I was like, yes, everyone's coming over to LinkedIn. It's going to be great. And then I was like, oh, hell no. Oh no, you guys are, I was like, oh no, you're doing it all wrong. And I was deleting people and blocking people and people that I knew and respected were just going about it all wrong. And it was ruining their reputation. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, we've got to do something here. And so I thought about it for a little while, for a couple months. And I was like, okay, so we came up with a 3C method, which is connect, cultivate, and convert. And you and I are on the same page, as is Russ and Nat and, all the people that are in our circle. It's all about organic. Mm-hmm. We don't do paid traffic. We don't use bots and automations to connect with people, and you shouldn't. And we saw a lot of that happen last year, just message after message after message. And you could tell they were bots. Like I would call people out on them. Like, this is a bot message. How you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no, it's not. I was like, well, yes, it is, because you had my name wrong. And I used to have symbols in my name, so I could tell when it was a bot. There's little things that I can tell. So the connect, cultivate, convert method was designed to help you not be spammy and to help you organically nurture your network. So connect with purpose. That's step number one. Why are you connecting with someone, right? And before we even get to that part, Tisha, real quick, is you need to have a profile that's worth connecting with, right? Uh-huh. So you've got to fill out all that. And that's a whole session itself. But you really need to have what I like to call as a rock star profile that magnetically attracts your ideal clients, collaborators, and referral partners. So that's like step one. And then when you connect with purpose. Connect with people that add value to your network and that you can help them. It needs to be give and take, not all take.
Right.
So yeah, connect with purpose. And when you're connecting, send a personal note. Mm-hmm. Don't just hit the connect button, because I'm not going to accept your connection request. So
Yeah.
it's about just following some steps. Send a personal note, read their content, make sure that you have something to discuss in that personal note. Hey, Tisha, I saw your live with Mary. I like your energy. I love the branding on your show. I want to add savvy businesswomen like you to my network. Don't overthink it.
Mm-hmm. I would say that there's so many people that, just like you said, Mary, connect, connect, connect. And I'm like, why? There really is no reason for us to connect. So, but if someone sends me a private message or a DM and they're like, hey, Tisha, noticed you here. In fact, Mary, you have your LinkedIn remastered going on. I have had people send me private messages going, watching you right now with Mary. It in fact reignited another conversation of someone who I talked to months ago who's like, I'm watching it again with Mary. And now I remember why I wanted to reach out to you in the first place. So
Yes.
Those messages are so key. And what do we talk about in standing out of the crowd? If you're just getting a bunch of messages with no personalization, are you really that excited to connect with that person?
No.
I almost equate it to, and you know this, Mary, just doing a bunch of networking, going to a networking event, standing right next to someone and just expecting for something to happen. Like, through osmosis, I don't know, like there's just no conversation.
You have to, so connect with purpose. And that's going to lead us right into the next C, which is cultivate the relationship. So that's perfect. So when you go to a networking event, who loves to have a business card shoved in their face? Yeah, nobody. Nobody. So why would you send a DM that's shoving your business card or your services in someone's face? You actually need to cultivate the relationship. So once again, go to their content. What are they posting? Comment on it. So I actually suggest, if you're trying to connect with someone, go to some of their content, comment on it, get to know them a little bit, have like what I like to say is a soft conversation in the comments. Then your name is going to be top of mind and tip of tongue. Then in a couple days or a week, send the connection request, right?
Yes.
So then send the connection request, and they're going to be, oh yeah, that was Mary. She was commenting on that post about video resumes and how she thinks that is the next best thing since sliced bread, right?
Absolutely.
So really, really cultivate the relationship and take it a step farther. Look at their website. Look at their other social media platforms. What are they doing out in the world? What are they passionate about? Look at their volunteer work on LinkedIn. I actually read LinkedIn profiles from the bottom up. I go straight to, are you a volunteer? Do you give back? Because that is important to me. So if you have volunteer work that you're showcasing, that you share on LinkedIn, I'll be like, oh, cool. And sometimes I'll be like, that is an organization I support, and that can be a conversation. Just the other day, a woman was on someone else's show, and I commented, and we looked at each other's, and we have a connection with dementia. So we actually jumped on a Zoom, and she's going to be on my phone, on my show next.
Nice.
So it's cultivating, connect with purpose. We connected with, there's synergy between us. We are cultivating the relationship by having conversations off of LinkedIn. And then that goes to the next C, which is convert. And convert doesn't mean clients all the time. I want to change the way people think. The word convert, you should use the phrase convert to opportunities.
Yes, I like that much better, because when you think of convert, it is a little bit, you can get a little bit more like, oh, this is salesy. Like they're trying to convert me. They're trying to make a sale out of me. But I like what you're saying is convert to opportunity, because there could be a number of reasons why you work with someone, not just in a client capacity, but just in a collaboration sense, or I like this
partners. Brand ambassadors, those people that are always commenting, and engaging with you on LinkedIn. I call those people brand ambassadors. One of those is now going to be on the panel this Saturday for LinkedIn Remastered. He'd been commenting on Facebook and on LinkedIn. I was like, who is this person? He's always given me kudos and like, great content, Mary, love the show, blah, blah, blah. So we actually have started engaging, and he has a story to tell about how he uses LinkedIn. So he's one of the guests on the LinkedIn Remastered panel on Saturday. Bez is coming on, and I call him a brand ambassador because he was always cheering me on. So when you go to think about convert to opportunities of collaborations, referral partners, brand ambassadors, speaking opportunities. You know, it just,
Mhm.
I think we have to rethink how we're using LinkedIn. If you're thinking I'm only on LinkedIn to get clients, you're missing out on the bigger opportunities that LinkedIn has for you right in front of you.
Right, right. And I would add too that if you're posting content, and you've seen this, Mary, that if people are responding to your content, that's another great way to start connecting with them, because now you've said something, or there's something in your profile or something that you've said that really resonated with them. And I've made the best connections off of LinkedIn simply by just going above that expectation of, thanks so much for commenting on my post, and I'm going to reply to this, but then I'm going to DM you and start the conversation there too. And they're like, oh my gosh, you just sent me a DM, like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah. So
Yeah.
don't miss that important step either, and creating those connections and cultivating that relationship.
I think that's where the magic is when you actually personalize it, you send the DM, and then you have the conversation. So I say this all the time with my clients, the aha moments, the magic, it happens in the conversations that we have with people.
Right.
And so cultivating the relationship, converting that into an opportunity to have a conversation, and then you can determine, where does this person fit in my network? Are they a brand ambassador? They just like the work I do. Are they a potential client that maybe just wants to learn more or eventually become a client? Or my favorite are my collaborators and referral partners. So here's what I say. Clients are great. They pay you once and they're done. But referral partners feed you for life. They're always sending people your way. I have a couple of great referral partners that are always sending people my way. And that payback, that ROI is way better than a one-time paying client.
I agree. I want to give a shout out to Luis and Anders, who are joining us here on LinkedIn too. Luis is actually on vacation and tuning in. So awesome dedication, Luis. And Anders saying, I finally found it. So Anders is actually tuning into your LinkedIn Remastered as well, just as a result of seeing it. So yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, guys, for being on here. Well, Mary, I want to give you the next minute to give a little shameless plug of what's coming up. And I know you have to jet because you've got your other live stream that you've got to go host. So tell us, how can we find you? I have your link up there, but give us a little shameless plug as we wrap it up.
LinkedIn Remastered is going on right now. You're looking at 2 of the speakers. I've gathered up 13 amazing speakers from around the world talking about branding, copywriting, sales navigator, LinkedIn ads, super sneaky strategies on LinkedIn, and video, live video. We give away a raffle prize every night in the Facebook group. Why Facebook group? Because LinkedIn groups suck. Okay, there, I said it. But anyways, you guys, you can still join LinkedIn Remastered. It's LinkedInRemastered.com. I'll go and put it back in the comments after the show. And you can also get the replays for life by just becoming a VIP member. And that ticket sale, it's not going to me. I'm supporting Benavia, which is a service over here in Westside, Arizona. And they serve seniors in the area, and they give them hope to these homebound seniors. And they offer amazing services. So the proceeds are all going to that nonprofit.
Good. Well, thank you so much. Royce just joining, saying, I'm here too, plus enjoying Mary for the last 3 days. So Royce, I think he also joined your LinkedIn Remastered. So yeah, the marketing is working, Mary. We've got people coming on and coming to support you on the live. Very good. Good.
And you guys can join me right here on LinkedIn at 5 o'clock because it's 15 minutes of fame coming up in 1 minute. It's a crazy day.
I know, Mary. You've got to get going to your other live, and I want to make sure that you get there on time for your show.
Crazy. I know, crazy. I love these conversations, Tisha. I love working with you because you are so authentic and real, relatable, and just fun to work with. So looking forward to some more collaborations with you in person.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you to people who are tuning in live and catching the replay. And Mary, thanks so much for all of your great tips too on your 3C method and sharing it with us tonight. All right. Have a great show, and I will catch you on your live.
Okay.
How's that?
Bye.
Bye, everyone.